And there a bit earlier, the Pistons getting mentally and physically ready to play. Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight. Kevin Harlan here, along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. One of the guys we'll be watching out for today, Anthony Davis.
And I'll say this about him, Kevin. I mean, it looks like he's made of rubber sometimes because defenders just bounce off him when he's driving the lane. What a finisher.
And another thing he's known for all over the league is what an angry shot blocker he is. He does it with an attitude when he knocks it out of the air and sends it behind the shooter.
For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off a good outing against the Bucks in Milwaukee. And only a single point of separation there. Great game. It came right down to the wire.
And you look at the box score from that game, guys, and the first thing you notice is how many turnovers they forced.
Yeah, and one thing the box score doesn't show is just how many points came as a direct result of those turnovers. There were a whole bunch of them.
Here's Drummond, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That one on Davis. Detroit shooting their first foul shots of the night here. Free throw, good, Drummond. And both free throws good for Drummond. And so here is New Orleans. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me.
Here's Caldwell Pope after the made shot from Richardson. Caldwell Pope kicks to Jennings. Here's Caldwell Pope, covered by Evans, kept alive, and that one's good. Drummond.
They have got to put a body on, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
And Holiday kicks to Richardson. He dishes it to Evans. Passes to B. Tries it from 9. Can't get it to go. And it's Detroit the other way. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Maurice Cheeks and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Going into this game and scouting the opposition, he told me he's a huge fan of Drew Holiday, saying, you know, Drew's still a guy with so much potential. You just don't see that many point guards with his kind of frame. 6'4", close to 2 bills, and a great skill set to match. He's a guy you love to watch, but you often hate to go up against. Kevin, we'll see if he can have a big impact in this one.
And thanks for that story, Doris. And here is Malone, following the three from Drew Holiday. Scooped up.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
And there's the call on Andre Drummond. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. The shot's good from B.
And they're nearly perfect from the floor early on. 4 of their first 5 shots they've drained.
Jennings against Holiday. Jennings passes to Smith. Ring shot on the way. That one off the back iron and out.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Richardson against Monroe. Richardson, no luck.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
That's good. 6 points here for Drummond.
Now, he's one of the best in the league when it comes to executing that lead pass.
And Holiday kicks to Richardson. It's Evans on the wing. Here's B. Off target from outside.
Tough three-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense.
Out to the right wing. Caldwell Pope passes to Drummond. And the shot is good. Drummond's got 8 points.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Holiday goes in. And And he gets it to go.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. And the shot is good. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket of the night.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin. Monty Williams was just going over the plan with his team. He made no secret the number one thing he wants to see from his guys: an all-out assault on the offensive glass, even if it comes at the expense of giving up some points in transition. He also wants them using a fundamental offensive approach. Specifically, he'd like to see them running the pick and roll as often as they can. Kevin, we'll see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
Thanks, Doris. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And at the free throw line, it's all about consistency with him. Same routine, same stroke.
It's Bynum with the drive. The feed now to Drummond. Here's Henry. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, Kevin, when he's got the ball down in the low post, he has a huge variety of moves to choose from. So it's tough to defend him. He's got great footwork and finesse. Just figures out a way to get it done.
And I know something else the fans love about him.
There's the dish to Holiday. Evans outside. The pass to B. The basket good off the assist from Evans. And it's 9 points for B.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. We've got Monroe. Jennings out there with Caldwell Pope. Then it's Kyle Singler. And it's Smith in at power forward. Passes it to B. From 15 feet away, again, the Pelicans score.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
Jennings against Holiday. The drive by Jennings. That's good. Jennings has got his second basket.
Back and forth we go. That basket gives us another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
Evans kicks to Holiday. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. Look at Philadelphia. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, there's the Pistons, a few slots below them.
Well, right now for the Pistons, they've just about finished the season and are sitting about in the middle of the playoff pack. And not sure how they feel about that at this point.
Oh, ridiculous.
What a move.
Tore it down that time. And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
Good try.
And I'll tell you, but guys, listen, I mean, in these types of games, when they start coming your way and you see those opportunities to send a message, I mean, you just simply do it, right?
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Pass to Caldwell Pope. He kicks it to Monroe. Shot clock at 6. And that one comes up a bit short. Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against New York.
That was a game in hostile territory, too, guys. And it seemed like they had confidence right from the beginning, unbothered by being on the road.
And, you know, their shots were falling. From the top to the bottom of that lineup, their guys were heated up. Boy, they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Knocks it loose. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Yeah, absolutely. They made the steal pay dividends instantly in the open floor.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Jennings dishes to Monroe. Here's Caldwell Pope, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. The Pistons trailing. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. A reverse. The shot's good from Kelly. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, that number could easily go up to double digits before this game is over.
Into Smith. And down it goes, jamming that one home. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see
Come
in a
on,
blowout, Kevin, or even
know.
an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
How frustrated Steve is over here.
Well, I
shaking
just,
his head.
you know what,
He's
Kev?
disgusted.
Come on, Kev. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Pelicans lead by 1.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for B. He has 17 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Yeah, a lot of times he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
So for New Orleans right now, B, he's in at the 4 spot. Richardson out there with Holiday. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Evans in at the 3 spot. Richardson the pass to B. Outside Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots from the high post. Rebound Detroit. Drummond's got 4 rebounds in this game. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game.
Boy, that's a game you know the Heat would really like to take.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Smith kicks to Jennings. Right side Jennings, and he gets it to go. Jennings has got the lead up to 3 now for the Pistons. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, B in the last outing against the Knicks was just a man on a mission. He had 43 points, and he tallied those points and was just efficient on the offensive end, picking his spots on when to keep the ball moving or try his own luck. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance, Clark. He was at his absolute best in this game.
Yeah, and the only thing about having a game like that, Kevin, is that it's almost impossible to duplicate it here tonight.
Well, but nobody's expecting that, Clark, and they don't need him to do that. If he's even half as good as he was that night, it should be enough.
And that one falls for Evans. And both free throws good for Evans. The Pistons leading. Jennings kicks to Drummond. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Smith outside. 5 on the clock. Corner shot. Goes back up. Offensive rebound. Monroe. And finally they hit one. And the Pistons lead by 3.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Monty Williams address his team. He said to his guys, let's get serious about driving the lane and putting pressure on their interior defenders. That's where he sees the soft spot in this defense. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
The Pistons have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6. New Orleans making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Holiday, the pass to B. Right side Davis. Here's B. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. B's got 19 points.
Got a lot of momentum going with his own game. He's been great today and just as hot as he was last time out.
Jennings kicks to Monroe. Can't hit. Some solid defense from B. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Looks for Holiday, gets it to him, and he banks in the layup. Holiday's got 11 points. Jennings with the ball. 11 points in the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. The pass to Caldwell Pope. Just 5 on the clock. The drive by Jennings. Here's Monroe. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Monroe's got it all tied up now for the Pistons. Passes it to B. It's Drummond with the rebound.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Holiday with the block. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. B covered by Monroe. That is good. Davis has got his first 2 points. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for New Orleans.
Now we've seen them make that extra effort rotating from the weak side, closing out on their airspace, really sending shots back.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Shots good. Caldwell Pope's got 11.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No question. Pound it into the painted area and continue to put pressure on that defense.
The Pistons have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. He drains the quick shot. 13 points in the game.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
Pass to B. Kicks it to Davis. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
His shooting has been good, but overall, I think his output has been somewhat limited. The defense really keeping him from getting the number of shots he'd like.
Drummond gets the screen from Jennings. Caldwell Pope. No good on the triple.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just 1 3-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. It's Davis with the drop. That's good. Davis has got 6.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Detroit's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Rebound by B.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Puts it up from 17. Again, the Pelicans score.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Pelicans on top. They're up by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. In a moment now to check out our State Farm assist to the game, and what a pass it was by a talented point guard.
Well, this is what he does. This is the kind of plays he's known for, Kevin.
Xavier Henry is out there with Smith. Then it's Bynum. Then it's Greg Monroe. And it's Kelly in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Detroit right now. And Holiday kicks to Evans. Morrow, that's a 2-pointer. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Evans has got 3 assists in the game. Pistons trailed by 6. The pass to Kelly. Back to Bynum. Pistons passing it around. Dishes it to Monroe. And the layup falls.
Wow, fans just getting their money's worth tonight. Really entertaining ball game.
It has been. The margin separating these teams has been paper thin.
Holiday, the pass to B. Into Smith. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the New Orleans Pelicans. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Yeah, no question for the Thunder. That's a game they'd really like to have.
The free throw drops for Smith. Smith hits them both.
Boy, still waiting for their first miss from the foul line this half.
100% since halftime, is that right? I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon if that keeps up.
Here's Smith. And the layup's good off the glass.
Loose defense at such a critical time. You're better off sending him to the line than giving him 2 points.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin. Monty Williams was just going over the plan with his team. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Smith dishes to Holiday. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Holiday's got the lead up to 6 now for New Orleans.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's B. Rejected by Smith. And here is Henry. Smith on the wing. And that one's good. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter. Now here is Holiday. To the left wing with the shot. Hits the front of the rim and out. Pistons trailed by 4. Bynum kicks to Henry. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And here's what the Detroit Pistons schedule looks like. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That free throw, no good. So for the Pelicans, Moultrie's checked in for Jason Smith. And it's Richardson in for Anthony Morrow. Good on the second free throw. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Holiday goes in. Kicks it out to Richardson. To the wing on the left. Shoots. The shot's good from B. B's got 23 points.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
Well, they continue to find the open man and play unselfishly. This is true team basketball we're seeing.
The turnaround jumper, and it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for Will Bynum.
For the Pistons, back on the floor, Brandon Jennings.
Smith kicks to Monroe. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 3rd assist on the night.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Here's B, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. Jennings off a pick from Drummond. Jennings passes to Monroe. And good on the basket. Book it. Monroe's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Oh, good from B.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Smith with it, now guarded by Richardson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That is his first foul of the game. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Pistons. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. Monty Williams had some words for his team. He wants his guys to devote a lot more energy to clamping down on the inside and preventing any shots from close range. Better interior defense was his message. So Coach waiting until the final stages to pull a few tricks out of his sleeve. Kevin, let's see if he's made a wise decision.
Thank you, Doris. Passes it to B. And there's a nice one-handed slam. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
This could be an instant classic, fellas. I mean, this thing has all the looks of a game that's going to go right down to the last shot.
Jennings dishes to Drummond. Now Holiday. Pass to B. To the middle. It's deflected. Stolen by Monroe. Jennings drives in. Pass to Caldwell Pope. No good with the triple. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. B, the pass to Moultrie. Nice D from Drummond.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Out to Smith for 3. Laces one from 3.
Ooh, a pressure basket right there.
Now that's coming through in the clutch.
Here's Holiday. Connects. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there. Boy, that was a big shot.
And that one just flattened this crowd, Kevin.
Yeah, nothing you can do as a fan after a shot like that. Just shake your head.
It's Jennings with the drive. Here's Drummond. Shot misses. Nice D from B.
That's an example there, guys, of contesting the shot and corralling the board. That's really all you can ask of a guy at that end of the floor.
Puts up the tray. Can't get the 3 to fall.
Good solid defense on the perimeter there, challenging the shot and not fouling.
Even the best shooters can be bothered by his defense.
Wow, what a play right there. Left the defender tumbling to the floor, and then the balance to knock down the shot. Beautiful.
Going off those rush hour handles, that was one heck of a move right there.
To force OT. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so it's the Pistons who come out on top here. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail bite.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of NBA Basketball.